Under the... There we go.
Sorry, I forgot to start it.
Look under the rocks and glance and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few. Their necessities of life will come to you. What? They'll come to you. So guys, do you think that we can go faster with that song or slower? Faster? That's a great idea. Because we gotta be fast in order to get that honey, right? Yeah? Is that a yes? Go ahead and nod your heads if that's a yes. Yes. For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, forget about your worries and your strife. Mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees, they make some honey just for me. If you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few, the bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll what? They'll come to you. That's true. All right, one more time, you guys. Do we need to go faster or slower? Faster. How's that sound, you guys? Let's do it. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are whistling in the trees, they make some honey just for me. Look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll what? They'll come to you. They'll what? They'll come to you. Yes, Peter?
The bare necessities is from the movie, the Disney movie, The Jungle Book.
They are, and Baloo in that movie was trying to get after some honey from our friends the honeybees.
I'm here. Hey, Brittany.
Hello, Stephen, welcome. All right, so for this next one, I don't need my guitar, but I do need my hands. So you guys, can I see your hands, your lovely, lovely hands? Fantastic. So I have a song that I learned when I was younger about sometimes maybe how to treat or not treat our honeybee friends or our bumblebee friends. So I would like you guys to sing it with me if you know it, but we're going to be holding a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're bringing home a baby bumblebee. Ouch! It stung me! Can you guys do that? You guys ready? Yeah? Okay. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Ouch! It stung me! All right. Emma, what are we doing with our bumblebee next now that it stung us? Oh, go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie. If that's okay, you can go ahead and type it in the chat as well. That's okay. I got idea, Emma. You ready for it? Are we going to shoo the baby bumblebee, or are we going to try to pick it up again? Pick it up again? Okay. We're picking up a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're picking up a baby bumblebee. Let's see. Peter, what are we doing with our bumblebee now that we picked it up?
What about running away?
We're running away from the bumblebee?
Yeah.
We got it in our hands. We have the bumblebee in our hands. What are we doing next? You're going to throw it away?
Yeah.
Okay. We're throwing away our baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're throwing away our baby bumblebee. Okay, let's see. Maddie, what are we doing with our bumblebee?
Excuse me.
Pick it up.
Picking it up again. Okay, we're picking it up again. Yes,
Hey, Emma,
Emma?
what are we going to do next? After we pick it up, what's the next thing? Oh, she muted again.
Maddie, what are we doing after we re-pick up our bumblebee?
Throw it away.
We're throwing it away. We're picking up and throwing away our bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud?
I have a great idea.
Let's finish this one and then tell me your good idea, Emma.
Don't throw away the bumblebee. It's
We're-
nature.
It'll be okay. Don't worry. Bees are very fast and they have very good wings, so it'll be okay. Picking up and throwing away our bumblebee. Okay. Now what are we doing with it? Steven. We should probably do something nice because we've thrown away this bumblebee a very long time.
Bumblebee, nice. We are washing the bumblebee.
We're washing the bumblebee. We're going to give it a bath. I like it. I like it. We're washing our baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're washing our baby bumblebee. Okay, let's see. Jack, what are we doing with our bumblebee? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Actually, oh wow, David, where are you? That looks fantastic. All right, Jack, what are we doing with our baby bumblebee now that we've washed it?
What do you want to make it do? No. You want to make it fly away? No.
Do you want to dry the baby bumblebee? Because it's probably pretty wet right now after getting washed. Yeah, okay. We're drying our baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're drying our baby bumblebee. Okay, let's do one more. Music, Debbie, what should we do with our bumblebee?
I think maybe we should let it fly back away. Release it.
Okay, I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, guys, grab your bumblebees. Ready? We're releasing our baby bumblebees. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? We're releasing our baby bumblebees. And look at that, they're free. Good job, you guys. That was awesome. So, before we continue, we're going to relax a little bit and get towards relaxing a little bit. So you guys ready? I need you guys to think of your favorite flowers. It can be any flowers, but it has to be flowers. What's up, Peter? Oh, I can't hear you.
My favorite flowers are all flowers, but I like sunflowers, tulips, daisies, and pansies, and marigolds, and flowers that are beautiful into bright,
Awesome.
beautiful colors.
Then those are all the flowers that you're going to be doing for this next exercise. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. We're going to be scooping up our flowers. It could be whatever flowers you want it to be. We're going to smell, take a deep breath in. And we're going to and blow them out and relax. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to scoop our flowers. We're going to take a deep breath in. And we're going to blow them out. All right, last time you guys get a good solid scoopful. Scooping up the flowers. We're going to and blow them out. Awesome, you guys. So, bees are very important, as I've said before. And they're very important to make our world as beautiful as it is, because if bees were to disappear, we would not have trees, we would not have flowers, we would not have a lot of the things, beautiful things that we have in this world. So, because bees make such a wonderful world that is ours, I thought I'd do What a Wonderful World to remind us of all the things that bees do for us. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. See skies of blue, and clouds of white, a bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Don't forget our oh yeah. And of course, you guys, with that wonderful world that the bees so kindly offer us, we can choose to have a good day and to enjoy that world. So we're going to do Miss Autumn's song. You guys ready? Today is gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day because we choose to make it a good day, and because we want to make it a good day. Awesome job. Thank you, friends, for joining me.
Thank you, Miss Brittany.
Hey, Miss Debbie, I know who we have next. Story time with Storyteller Mark.
You know,
Yeah.
you could just take over my job, Peter. I think we could do that. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. All right, so let me check in. David, are you ready to show us some pictures of Utah yet? I think they're still driving, so I'm not sure he's ready to show us. So I will go ahead and spotlight Mark. And there we go. Thanks, Mark. We're so glad you're back with us today. Glad you're feeling better. And take it away.
Happy to be here. You know that Baby Bumblebee song I used to do when I taught school just about every day. And I would start it by saying, here's the hive, but where are the bees? They're hiding inside where nobody sees. Here they come out of the hive. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
then
turned
we-
that little poem into a song, Mark, when I was working in schools too. Yeah, a little song and a finger play. So there you go.
There you go.
Some things are universal.
So the story today is about, well, there was this farmer who had 3 sons. And one morning, his eldest 2 sons came to him and they said, we're going to go out in the world and make our fortune. And the farmer said, well, what about your little brother? Simpleton, aren't you taking him? And they said, no, he'll never make it in the big world. We'll leave him with you. And off they went. Well, pretty soon the rooster crowed and Simpleton got up and he said, where are my brothers? And his father said, they've gone out to seek their fortune in the world. And Simpleton said, well, I have to go with them. And his father said, oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. And he said, oh, it's okay. Don't worry, Dad. I could do it. And so he ran after his brothers. He chased them for a long time because they got a head start on him. And he finally caught up with them. They were standing around an old tree, an old dead tree. And he ran down to him. He said, why did you leave without me? And they said, oh, we didn't think you could make it in the world. He said, what are you doing here? And his brother said, well, we found this big old tree and there are bees inside and we're going to chop it open with our knives and get the honey. And he said, oh, no, you don't want to do that. They said, well, why not? And Simpleton said, well, maybe you'll get stung if you try and do that. You don't want to get stung. And maybe there's not much of a honey in there. Maybe it's a new nest and they don't have much honey. And then you get stung for nothing. And besides, I saw an apple tree right down the way here. And I saw a walnut tree and I saw some bushes with blackberries on them. We could eat apples and walnuts and blackberries. His brother said, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll go do that. And so they walked off to go get the apples and the walnuts and the blackberries. And Simpleton, he patted the tree and he felt it and it was real warm, which meant he knew there were lots of bees inside and probably lots of honey. And he said, this is too nice of a hive to let my brothers tear it up and destroy it. And he started to leave and then he heard a buzz and he turned around and he looked, and standing up at the top of the hole in the old hollow tree were a whole bunch of bees just sitting there looking at him. And then they buzzed again. Buzz. And Simpleton said, you're welcome, bees. And he went down and joined his brothers and had apples and walnuts and blackberries to eat. And then they continued their trip. And they hadn't gone very far when they came to a big castle. And the castle bridge was down, the drawbridge was down, and they walked across it and went inside. And in the green of the castle, in the middle, there were statues everywhere, stone statues of people and horses and cows and dogs, all these stone statues all over in the castle. And then they saw the door to the great hall was open. And so the brothers went in through the door, and inside they found a little old man. He said, oh, I'm glad you're here. I've been waiting for you. And they go, how'd you know we were coming? He says, I know lots of things. He says, I bet you're hungry and tired. Here, we have lots of things to eat here. And he took them into another room. And as they were going, Simpleton saw a room with 3 locks on the door. And he said, that's strange. Why are there 3 locks on the door? And the little old man said, oh, I'll tell you about that later. Plenty of time, plenty of time. And they went into the room, and there was a huge table all set with lots of good things to eat. And they ate until they were full. And then the little old man said, now, I suppose you're tired. So he took them each up to a room and had a great, beautiful, soft bed in it. And they all laid down and they slept through the night. When they got up the next morning, they went down to the hall and the little old man was there. And he said, ah, now I must tell you, this is an enchanted castle. And because you have eaten our food and you have slept here, you must perform tasks before you'll be allowed to leave. What tasks? And so, well, the old man said, the good news is that if you perform the tasks well, you will get to marry a princess and become king. Princesses sleep in that room with the 3 locks, and they're waiting for a hero to come and wake them up. The eldest brother said, well, what are these tasks? And the little old man said, well, it's good that you asked. The first task is that one of the princesses lost her necklace with her pearls on it. It broke and the pearls scattered all over. And you need to go and pick up the pearls and bring them back so we can replace her necklace again. The eldest brother said, well, that sounds like something I could do. Where did she break it? He goes, oh, in the forest. I'll show you. So he took them to a place that was all covered with grass
Mom?
and leaves.
Can you try not to make noise?
The pearls are here. All
I'm
you have
trying to hear. I'm trying to hear.
And the little old man said, if you find them all,
Do you want me to go to my room?
ask. And so the eldest son said, well, how many are there? And the little old man said, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. There's 1,000. 1,000, he said. And he jumped down. He quickly began looking through the grass and the leaves. And he finally found a pearl and then another pearl. And then he found some more and a few more. And it took him a long time. And pretty soon it was almost the end of the day. And all he had were 250 pearls, not even close to 1,000. And as the sun went down, the little old man said, oh, I'm sorry to tell you. The bad news is, if you don't complete the task, you get turned to stone. And the eldest brother was turned to stone right there.
Just
The
so.
little old man took the other 2 brothers back in the castle and said, tomorrow you can try again. And so they slept through the night. They got up the next morning, and the second brother, he came out and he said, okay, I'm going to try and get these pearls. And he started real early, and he gathered as many as he could, gathering and gathering. Pretty soon, he thought he was going to make it because he had 500 pearls. And he kept looking and looking and looking. Then he got to 600 and 700. But then the sun was going down, and the little old man came and said, how many pearls do you have? And he goes, all I have are these 700 pearls. I don't even have close to 1,000. The little old man said, I'm sorry, but you haven't found the pearls, and you will be turned to stone. And he was turned to stone also. And now there was only Simpleton left. The little old man took him back to the castle. He had him sleep for the night, got him up the next morning and said, all right, now it's your turn to complete the first task. Find the 1,000 pearls. And Simpleton went out to the forest. He said, how am I going to find all these pearls, 1,000 pearls? And then he saw a line of bees, and they were heading towards him, flying right towards him. And each bee was carrying a pearl. And he opened a bag, and the bees came along, and they dropped them in the bag, and he counted them as they went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And finally, after a long time, he got all the way to 1,000. He he had the 1,000 pearls thanks to the bees. And he ran back in and he gave the bag to the little old man. He said, "There, I completed the first task. Now, what's the second task?" The little old man goes, "Oh, this is easier than the first task. Don't worry, you'll have no trouble with this one." You see, another princess, well, she lost her key to the door. And the good news is that 2 of the locks are already unlocked. All you have to do is find that third key, and we can unlock the door to where the princess is asleep. And Simpleton goes, "All right, I'll find the key. Where did she lose it?" "I'll show you," said the little old man. And he took him out and took him over by a hill, and there was a great square hole in the ground. He said, "This is a mine." She dropped it down into this mine. He goes, "The key is at the bottom of the mine?" He goes, "Yes. Oh, and by the way, this mine is half a mile deep." "Half a mile? How will I ever get down there to find that key down in the darkness, half a mile down in the ground?" The little old man said, "I'll see you again later." And he went off. Simpleton was standing there wondering what he was going to do when all of a sudden along came 4 bees, and another insect was flying with them. And they all flew down into the mine, and they were gone for quite a long time. And then they came flying back up, and the 4 bees had the key between them. And he saw that the other bug that they'd taken, well, that was a firefly, so they could see where the key was. And the bees dropped the key, and Simpleton picked it up, and he ran back in, and he said, "Here's the key." The little old man said, "What? No one's ever found the key. Oh, this is amazing. All right. Well, no matter. Tomorrow you'll have the last task." So Simpleton slept for the night and got up the next morning. And he said, "All right, now what's the last task?" The little old man said, "Oh, this one's the simplest of all. All you have to do is tell me which of the 3 princesses is the youngest one." "Oh, okay, I think I'd do that." So the little old man went up and he unlocked the door. And before he opened it, he said, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to even give you a little more of a clue. They had something to eat before they fell asleep. The oldest one had, she had sugar beets. And the middle one, she had syrup. And the third one, she had honey to eat. So you only have to find the one with the honey, and you'll know that's the youngest." And they opened the door, and they went in, and Simpleton looked. All of the princesses looked exactly alike. He couldn't tell them apart. "Oh, I got to find the one with the honey. But all of them ate something sweet. How can I tell which one ate honey?" And then a bee buzzed in through the window. It circled around the princess who was sleeping closest to the window. And then it circled around the princess who was sleeping a little farther from the window. And then it circled around the princess who was sleeping the farthest from the window, and the bee landed right on her lips. And Simpleton knew, and he pointed and he said, "That's the youngest one." And the old man said, "How did you figure? What? You can't. I don't." And then there was a great puff of smoke, and the little old man turned into a wizard. And he had been the wizard who had enchanted the castle. And then there was another puff of smoke, and the wizard was turned to stone. And all the statues out in the castle, they all came to life. There were people and animals. And Simpleton's brothers came running in from the forest where they had been. They're rubbing their eyes like they'd been asleep for a long time. They go, "What happened?" And the princesses awoke. And the youngest princess went to Simpleton and said, "You have saved us. And now we will be married, and you shall be king of all the land." And so it was. Simpleton became the king of all the land. And he gave his brothers places for them to rule, and they married the other princesses. And then he went and got his father and brought him to the castle. And his father was very impressed with how well Simpleton had done. And Simpleton planted flowers all over the yard of the castle, so the bees would come, and he would live his whole life listening to the buzzing of the bees.
I love that story. That was great. I love
Thank you.
pearls too.
And And Miss Debbie, I really like Mark's story about bees, and they make statues, and they find apples, walnuts, and blackberries to eat, and they
That's right.
find steps to remember.
Can I
Next
do it
time,
over here?
Tell it for me.
Yes, Maddie, did you want to say something? No? Okay.
Hey, Maddie.
I love Mark's story too.
Peter.
Awesome.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Emma.
All right.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Peter.
Can I say hi to Cynthia and Steve?
Sure.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Steve. Hi, Liz.
That's Betsy. I think
But
it's Betsy and Jack. Yeah.
Hi-
And Brittany. That's okay. We're all a big happy Keen family. All right. So, are you ready for art? So last week, no, you're not ready for art. What are you ready for, Miss Maddie? So last week, where is it? I have my little picture from last week. We drew because last week there was a little miscommunication. Remember, we were doing our thing about water and the beach. And, oh, Cassie's here. Hang on. And then Uvante thought we were learning about bees last week. So we drew a fun bee that was landing on the water. Remember that? That was our last week. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's a little blurry. Oh, I know. Anyway, so that was what we did last week. Yeah, Peter's got his. So this week, I found a video because Uvante can't be here today. So
Your whole background is blurry.
I know my whole background. I blurred the background because it's a mess in my office.
And your picture too.
Yeah, I better change that though because I don't know if that's going to mess up when I do my screen share.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Oh,
but
I
you
see
can
it
my-
now.
You can see my messy office. It's just been a super busy week and I haven't cleaned it up yet because it's Saturday morning. That's just the way it is, right, guys? So I'm going to share my screen. How did your swimming go, Cassie? Was it fun?
Yeah,
Awesome.
good.
You got stung by a bee yesterday? Are you all right?
Yeah, it hurt. It never got that before, and it hurt.
Yeah, they hurt for a minute, huh? Unless you're allergic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not
Yeah.
horrible. You didn't have to go to the
Mm.
hospital or anything. Okay.
No,
Glad you're okay. All right. So I'm glad you made it today.
thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to go there. Ah, can y'all see that? Okay.
Hey, Music Debbie.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
Today's my birthday.
No way, Emma. Is
I'm
it really?
18.
Awesome. How old are you?
18?
No way.
Yes
Oh my
way.
gosh. That's amazing. I'll tell you what. Let's do our art and I will go grab my guitar and we will sing to you after, okay? Can we sing to you after art?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, thanks for
I'm
telling
celebrating
me.
my birthday today.
I can't believe it either. Are you going to have a party later? You gonna do
At
something?
a fancy restaurant.
Awesome. What restaurant do you know?
Is this Spaghetti Factory?
I love that place. Have fun.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're so lucky. All right. I'm going to start the video and then I'll run grab my guitar. Okay. So I can't mute me, but
Hey
there's.
there, friends, it's Monday and it's another week of art. Yeah! We do this Monday through Friday, so if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel
All right.
so you can see more of your crazy faces.
Yes.
All right, what are we drawing today?
A bee.
Yeah, we're gonna draw a realistic bee. We hope you're gonna follow along with us. You got a marker and some paper. You ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. We're first gonna start by drawing his head right in the middle of our paper. So we're gonna draw a rainbow line or an upside down U. Okay, we drew his head. Now we're gonna draw his thorax. That's the middle part of his body. And we're gonna draw the bees have a lot of hair on their thorax. So
Yes.
we're gonna draw a zigzag line like this that comes all the way around, and it can be messy. Like, we don't want it to be even. We want it to look natural. We're gonna go all the way around. That is one fuzzy bee. Okay, now let's draw his abdomen. Right?
Abdomen.
That's the third part. Abdomen. Okay, we're gonna draw. It's gonna be a big curve that comes out and then back in. It's almost like an oval. Yeah, that looks awesome. What should we draw next?
His eyes.
Okay, we're gonna draw 2 little eyes. There's a C shape, one on the left, and then also one on the right.
Big eyes.
Big eyes, okay, and then we could draw antennas. Let's draw those. We're gonna draw a shape that comes out, back in. Yes, and then we're gonna draw another one. Out, back in. Good, now let's repeat that on the other side since they have 2 antennas, right?
Yeah.
1, and then we're gonna draw that second part, comes out and back in. Oh, he's looking realistic. Okay, now what do bees usually have that sets them apart from other insects?
Stripes.
Stripes. We're gonna draw curved lines. So we wanna make sure that they're curved so that our bee looks 3D, right?
Yeah.
If we drew him straight across, he would look flat. So there's one. We're gonna draw another one. And we wanna curve all the same direction. And draw another one. And just repeat that same curve all the way down. Now I'm gonna draw one right at the end. Now I'm gonna color in the black stripes.
Okay.
So let's fast forward, and you guys at home can pause the video to do the coloring and then start it back up.
Okay, so you guys, I'm going to look for some thumbs up when you're done with your coloring of that part, okay? So I know when to move on. Okay. Peter's ready already. Oh, how did that happen? I don't know how I did that. Sorry, Bets. Okay. Okay. I'm still coloring, but I'm almost done. How are you guys doing? You ready? Peter's ready. Maddie's almost ready. Let's see. Betsy's still coloring? Okay. I'll give you one more minute and then we'll start the video again. I added another stripe because I made him too short. There we go. Okay, I think I'll start the video again. Here we go.
Once you finish.
Okay.
Next, let's draw his legs. So we're gonna draw, how many legs do insects have?
6.
6, yes. So let's draw the first 2 coming out the front. We're gonna use the same shapes that we use for his antennas for his legs. So we're gonna draw a line that comes out and then back in. Then we're gonna bend it. So we're gonna draw another segment that comes out like that. Okay, and now for the next part of his leg, we're gonna do 3 more, but we're gonna draw them smaller. 1,
Sorry, guys.
2, 3. And then we can also do like a little M shape at the end for his toes. Bee toes. Okay, now we're gonna repeat all that those same steps over here. So let's draw that first part of his leg. Then we can bend the next part of his leg. And then we're gonna draw the 3 smaller segments. 1, 2, 3, and then an M right on the end. That looks pretty realistic, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I like how you're coloring in your toes. All right, now let's draw 2 more legs. Now let's draw them right here. We're gonna draw this one coming out to the side, that. Then I'm gonna draw this one bent a little bit more down. And then let's draw those 3 more little bumps. And if we go too fast, what can our friends do?
Pause the video.
Yes, we say it
You
every
guys
time.
doing
I want to make
okay?
sure you know that.
Uh-oh.
You can pause the video if we go too fast. Sometimes we do. Okay, now we're going to repeat that same leg over here on this side. And we want to try to make sure that they're the same size, same length. Okay, and we'll draw a second shape. And I'm going to draw 3 little bumps coming out. and then an M on the end. Good. Okay, now we need 2 more legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna tuck them in right behind this one. And all of the legs come out of the thorax, right?
Yeah.
This is the thorax. Okay, and then we're gonna do the 3 little bumps, and then that M shape on the end.
Okay, I'm a little behind. That was
Always
David.
looking awesome. Okay, now let's repeat that same thing over here, and you can just tuck it in right in there, and you can overlap if you need to also. 2 little segments, 3 little bumps, and then a little M on the end. Okay, what's our bee missing?
It's wings.
Yeah, he's missing his wings. Very important for a bee.
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure if they have 4 wings or 2 wings. It looks like they have 4 wings. So we're gonna first draw the front of the wing. So we're gonna come out and curve. Just slightly curves at the very end. Okay, now we're gonna curve back down.
You guys doing okay? Anybody need me to pause?
Curve in.
Raise your hand if you want me to pause. No? Okay. You guys
Yes,
are good.
And then
I'm
let's
just
do
behind.
one more curve for the second bump and then back into his body. Good. Okay, now we're gonna draw the inside of this wing. So we're gonna draw another curve that comes out and connects to that middle bump. See how it looks like they have 2 wings
Yeah.
on one side? Okay, now this is perfect, and that's okay that you have a little line there because we can also draw, there's little details inside. So I'm gonna draw a line down the middle, and then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna connect to it and back out this way. Is that cool? Yeah, and you can use that little line.
You go like that.
Yeah, perfect. And this just looks natural. We're just gonna divide up the wing a little bit. And I'm gonna draw another one. I'll draw maybe even one coming this direction. Now I'm gonna do a line that comes down the middle of this wing also, and then we're gonna divide it up. So it's okay if yours looks different. We're just gonna draw a couple lines that divide up the wing. Oh, that looks awesome. Cool. Okay, now let's repeat those exact same steps for his other wing, his left wing. So we're gonna draw the first curve that comes out, and then we're gonna draw that double bump that comes back in. So 1 bump, and then we'll bump back out and into his body. Now we're gonna draw that middle line that comes in and connects to the outside. Good. And then let's divide up the bottom wing. So I'm gonna try and do the same thing that I did over here so it looks symmetrical. So I'm gonna do the same curves, and I'm gonna do another curve this way. And I know we're going really fast on this part, and that's okay because your bee wings can look different than ours. Good. Oh, are you gonna start working on the top one? I'll do the same thing. We'll do the one down the middle. Connect up to the top. And then I'm gonna divide it up again. 2 down here, and then 1 up top. Oh, he looks awesome. I like it. Okay, now what's the very last thing that we're missing?
The stinger.
Yes, we're missing the stinger. I'm just gonna draw a little V right at the end and then color it in. He looks so cool, dude. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna color him in, but we're gonna fast forward this part. You guys at home can pause the video to match the coloring at the end. He's gonna look even more realistic once we add texture and shading to him.
Yes.
You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Let's do it right now.
Okay, I'm coloring. I knew they were going to pick yellow. Ooh, I like
for
that.
his thorax, I went around the outside with my yellow.
That's
and
cool.
I did a little zigzag texture that went all the way around that matches the Sharpie line that went around it. And then we're using our dark brown to do the same zigzag inside, but we're leaving the outside yellow, right?
Yeah.
And then on the inside, we're gonna do the same thing, except we're gonna use our black and darken in the very center. But we wanna make sure we're using that zigzag line so it creates a furry texture
Yes.
for his thorax.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, Jack, we got the base colors in there, right? It looks a little flat though.
Yeah.
So let's switch. We're gonna use our dark brown and we're gonna shade his abdomen. Okay, we're gonna start on the outside We're going to start really dark, and as we get to the middle, we're going to get lighter and lighter. And this is going to make our bee look a lot more round. There you go. And then I'm going to leave a lot of it yellow. So on the very outside, we'll start dark on this side too, and then work into the center and just shade kind of the outside. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down to the next step, or the next stripe, I mean. We'll start dark on the outside and get lighter as we get in. We'll do the same thing over here on the right side, all the way down to the next stripe. Oh, that looks a lot more round and realistic, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna switch back to my black, and we're gonna add a little more contrast. That means darks and lights. So we can add a little dark shadow on the very edge of his body.
You guys
Now
doing
with
all
a
right?
white colored pencil,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in and just add a little highlight on the black stripe. So he looks a little more shiny. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Kind of a fun technique. Got a little highlight reflecting on his body. And you can even, if you can also put it in the yellow stripe if you want. Okay, now let's switch back to our black, and we're gonna add a little shading to his legs. We used a dark brown, but at the very end, so close to his body, let's start dark and then get lighter towards his knees. And then we can do that same thing on the next segment. Start dark and then fade out. All right, now let's repeat that for the rest of his legs. Good job. All right, now let's add some shading to his eyes. So I'm gonna darken in the bottom side of his eyes and then leave the top of his eyes dark brown. And then the same thing with his head. Right next to his body, with the thorax, we're gonna darken it in with the black and then get lighter as we move towards the top of his head. And the last thing we're gonna do is use the dark brown, start really light, you don't need to press very hard at all, and just put a little shadow on the inside of his wings. Now we're not gonna color in his wings because they're transparent, you can see through them. But we're just gonna add a little shadow close to his body, just to make it a little more realistic and 3D. Jack, good job, man. You finished coloring your bee. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
It looks super 3D. I love how well you did on your shading. It looks like it's gonna pop right off the page. Now this is one of my favorite things to do is shading, and it really does change your drawing.
Yeah.
It looked really cool when we finished with the Sharpies, but it looks even better with the colors.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing your bees.
Yeah, we do. We hope you had a lot of fun. Remember, you can always pause the video if we ever went too fast and you need extra time. And remember, the most important thing is
To have fun.
yes, to have fun. It's not important that your drawing looks exactly like ours. In fact, it's okay that they look different because in nature, none of the
Okay.
bees look the
Whoops.
same, right?
Yeah.
They all look different.
I thought I stopped it. Sorry. There we go.
Hey, Debbie, do we have time for Prouds, Bright Lights, and
Yes,
Hokey
we are
Pokey?
going to do Prouds and Bright Light
It's
right
my birthday,
now.
Peter.
Yeah, let's show. I want to see all the bees though. This is all I got done. Oh,
That's
Peter, nice
awesome.
job. Nice
Can
job.
I
Let's-
do Bright Lights with Steven, please?
Good job. Good job, Maddie.
Can I
Good
do
job,
Bright
Maddie.
Lights with
Jack.
Steven and then Hokey Pokey with you?
Hang on.
Peter, hold
Peter,
on.
slow down, please. Okay? We got it. You need to take a deep breath. We have something we promised to do first, didn't we? Right before we do Prouds. So, I got my guitar right here. We don't want to forget our friend Emma, who told us today is her birthday. So,
Oh, she's 18.
18 is an awesome age to be, huh? All right. And I'm still in tune. Yay. I'm in tune. All right. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thank you,
And 118 more.
Thank you.
I hope you have the best day and the best birthday week ever, my friend.
I will.
And Debbie, I have a question. Now we can do prouds, bright lights,
Now
and
we
hokey
can do prouds,
pokey.
but I think we should start with our birthday girl. What are you proud of today, Emma?
Everyone, my mom, my family, you guys,
Awesome.
and my aunt.
Yay, because you're choosing to make it the best day ever, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm
Good choice.
also proud of music.
Yeah, you proud of Miss Brittany too? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Steven's ready.
Welcome.
Thanks,
Yeah.
babe.
Welcome.
I know we had to sing the birthday song, but I know that we were talking about baby bumblebees, and I would like to share a song before we get into birthday.
Okay, well, I think you might have missed the song that Miss Brittany did. You've got about 1 minute, okay? 1 minute, because we're already afternoon.
And, well, speaking of babies, I'm going to sing this one really fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, baby, oh, yeah, my baby, 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 oh, yeah, my baby, 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 oh, I'm going to baby, mine. Baby, 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 oh, yeah, my baby, 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 oh, you have a happy, happy birthday and a Justin Bieber day.
Awesome, Stephen. That was very sweet. I like the way you adapted that song. Good job. And I can tell you've been practicing. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so what are you proud of today? That was it. Are you proud of yourself for that song? And showing up today? Yeah, a lot of people had tech difficulties getting on, huh? How about you, Maddie? Since you were unmuted there for me. Oh, thanks. What else are you proud of?
Peter.
Peter, awesome. Thank you. All right, Peter, it's your turn. What are you proud of today?
I'm proud of my drawing, and I'm proud of Miss Brittany and storyteller's Mark's story, and I'm proud of Maddie because I
Awesome.
love Cindy and Steve.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks, Peter. How about Cassie?
I'm proud of everything.
Yeah, it's a good day when you can feel proud of everything, huh? Yeah, you did well at swimming and everything. Awesome. Awesome. How about Jack? What are you proud of? I'm proud of Jack for showing up. There we go.
Whoop. Jack, you proud to hang out with your friends today? Happy birthday, Emma. Wave hi.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Jack. Thanks.
Thank you, Jack's mom.
And how about Brittany? You got some prouds this week, huh? I think you should share your big proud news.
I am proud because I just received a job with Mr. Jesus. So I'll be working with Mr. Jesus starting on the 22nd of August, and I will be working with seniors. So I'll be working with the people in memory care and things like that at a place called Aegis Living Facility. So that's pretty happy, and I will be moving back to Washington here shortly. So that's pretty cool, and getting married and stuff.
Hey, Miss Brittany, who are you getting married to?
My fiance, his name is Micah.
Micah? What about
Yeah.
Michael?
That's his uncle's name, actually.
Hey, Brittany,
Awesome.
you're working with seniors and Jesus, and
Jesus works
I
there
saw
too.
him all the time.
Yeah, they both are going
Brittany.
to work at the same place with the same people. Is that too cool?
Brittany,
Yes.
you say you're getting married to Mike. What's his name again?
His
Micah?
name is Micah. Yes.
I have a friend named Micah.
Oh, that's cool.
Since he's a kid.
I
Yeah.
doubt that he's marrying Brittany then.
Yeah,
Probably
probably
not the same one. That's
It's a
awesome.
different Micah you're marrying to.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Washington Micah.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Brittany is moving on with her life, and I couldn't be prouder of my
For
intern.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
super happy for her. And to get a job the first week she graduates is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we didn't go Mark. Mark, what are you proud of today?
I'm proud that Brittany got a job so fast. That's really good stuff. And I'm proud that we got to share Emma's birthday with her. So,
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So I am proud that everybody showed up and we overcame some technical difficulties first thing this morning. I'm proud of David for getting off of Zoom and driving safely. He lost
And-
the signal. So
And
he
Miss
wanted
Brittany,
hang on one second, Peter. He lost the signal. He's in the middle of Utah and wanted to show us the beautiful scenery because the drive's really cool. But he lost his signal. So I told him to just drive and not worry about it.
He's not the first person to lose his signal in Utah.
Right? Yeah.
hey, Miss
That's a whole
Debbie.
nother episode of Saturday Keen Live.
Miss Debbie, do we have family hour Monday, Wednesday, or
We
no?
do have Family Hour Monday and Wednesday continuing through September. We are most likely ending Saturday Keen Live at the end of August.
Why?
And then we will start doing Saturday Keen Live in person.
Hey,
Oh.
Well, we'll be in person, Emma, instead of online. Okay? Yeah,
instead of online,
instead of online. But we're not sure anything yet. But that's what
Where
I think is
to?
going to happen. Huh?
Where to?
Huh? For everybody. Everybody who's here can come.
I think she's
I
asking
meant-
where.
I meant
Where? I don't know yet. We got to figure all that out when David gets back home.
Okay.
Okay, we'll know more next week.
Why do you just call him?
Because
Yeah,
he's
it's phone
driving and he
number.
lost his signal in the middle of Texas.
and we're gonna miss Miss Brittany because we're ready for the.
Right. So if Miss Brittany's able to come back one time, we'll cheer. And if Miss Brittany's not able to come back, we will wish her well. So Miss
Yes.
Britt, do you want, for your possibly last time, do you want to lead Bright Light with Peter today?
No, and Steven.
Oh, and Steven
And
too?
me.
And Emma. You might as well. All right, I'll spotlight y'all. All right, hang on. There goes birthday girl's coming next. All right, and there goes Peter.
And
you did
Steven.
spotlight.
And don't
Spotlight
forget
and stuff.
Steven.
I won't. There we go. We got 4 of you. Okay, but I'm gonna turn off my.
Let me start.
I can start, Steven. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All
I'm
right.
ready.
Let's do this. All right. 1,
1,
2,
2,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, first.
First, listen to me.
I
I'm
am
a
a bright
I
a bright light.
I'm a bright light.
I
I am a bright light.
I am a bright light.
I
I am a bright light.
Wonderful the way I am.
wonderful the way I am.
Yellow, brown, and black and white.
Yellow, brown, and black and white.
Don't you know we're all alright?
Don't you know we're all alright?
I am a bright light.
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 I am
Am
a
I
bright light.
Wonderful the way I am.
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 Now all together, guys, let's tell the world. Wonderful.
Wonderful the way I am.
All right, and give your guys yourselves a big hug because you are wonderful the way you are. And ready? 1, 2,
Hey,
3. Yay, Key!
Yay, music!
Yay, Keen! Yay, music! Yay, Saturday!
Good
Yay,
job, guys.
every day!
Yay,
Yay,
Saturday!
Emma's birthday! Yay! What else do we need to?
Hokey pokey.
Hokey. No, I think we're gonna skip Hokey Pokey because it's been a long one. It's already 12:15, Peter. I gotta go.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
we're gonna end, and you guys have a great week, and we will see you next week. Saturday Keen Live.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great
Bye.
week. Happy birthday again. All
Thank
right.
you.
Happy birthday, Emma.